and it's really, really strong. Hey, this is Ed here from Detector Metal Detecting. I'm out in country Victoria today in an old goldfields camp. I'm going to be using the Legend, and I'm hoping to find some coins, relics, tokens, anything old. Honestly, anything at all, I'll be happy. I've never detected out here, so whatever I find, I've no expectations whatsoever. Let's get into it. So I've just got the very first signal of the day. I just scraped away, and then it's actually come a lot clearer. So after I moved a bit of the leaf litter. And at the moment, it's mainly in the mid to high 40s. So that's very promising. That could be a silver or a copper, but I've never detected in this area in Victoria, so I have no idea what to expect yet. So let's get into it and just dig this one up. Still well and truly in there. So I'm in the absolute default park program. I just did a factory reset. What I'm going to do with this pinpointer is tune out the ground because it's mineralized by just holding on the ground and then pressing it. Most pinpointers have that. So if you just hold on the ground and it stops beeping, you can just retune it and then it won't make sound on the ground itself. Ooh, something round. What is that, Caitlin?
I don't know.
Could it be a trench art thingy? I think it's been shot. So that was a bit of target practice for someone, whatever it was, like some kind of rivety type thing. I don't know yet. So it's probably brass or copper based on the high number I was getting. Oh, solid 41. So yeah, that's probably brass, I'd say. Let us know what the heck this is. On to the next.
I've just stumbled upon a target here.
What number you got?
Like 25, 26 on average. More 25.
Cool.
Yes, let's dig it. Chinese coin, come on. We've got Dirtfish Mish over here. She's just found a half penny from 1848. I think so. First target.
First target.
So cool.
So your first target's going to be a solve or something, probably.
Probably. I mean, look how loose this is. What is in here?
Someone made that hole and buried their sovereigns in
I hope
it.
so. Pretty deep, isn't it?
Okay.
It's still in there. That's fastest there. Ah! Whoa!
It's a buckle, I think.
I think I got a buckle. Woohoo! Wow! Look at that.
Careful. Ooh.
Ooh. Check that out.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's pretty big.
Oh, look, if you're going to get a buckle, you may as well go all out.
That's it. The first
awesome.
targets are on fire today.
Oh, that is so cool.
Oh, awesome. We'll have to get this cleaned up later.
Nice.
Woohoo! That's
Nice.
proper gold camp history right there. Stoked.
There's a ton of this black glass, so this is like a bit of a bottle pit right here. Okay, it's been a while since my last target. I got a little bullet between last time we caught up, but I've got another signal now. It might be another bullet. And it's a very consistent 1920, which actually the last bullet was, I think. It's a pretty strong signal. I think it's quite shallow, so I think it's going to be another bullet. Yep, it's going to be a tiny bullet, I reckon. That's it. It's tiny. That is a little tiny bullet. So I just got that little tiny bullet 5 minutes ago over there, and I've just wandered over down the hill a little bit, and I've got a really strong signal this time. It's a 34, and it's really, really strong. Okay, so it's right on the surface, whatever it is. Is that it? Something a bit fallen over. It's some kind of buckle. Yeah, it's some old kind of buckle. Cool, that's fully functioning still. Will not rust. They weren't wrong about that. Cool. Someone's been here. On to the next. That is where I found that buckle like 3 seconds ago, and another target here. Also really shallow. Very low number though, so that's a 15. Let's do it. It's right on the surface again. Pushed it, probably another little bullet. Oh yeah, this is the casing from the bullet. Cool. Cool, that's a very strong signal. Oh, that's promising. So just over here, this is where we got the buckle thing that will not rust. This is the bullet casing, and 10 seconds later we got another signal. Basically a solid around 40, basically 39, 40. Yep, it's right on the top. That is a bit of a bottle cap that's been shredded up. So that's an aluminium bottle cap. Unfortunately, you can't discriminate these out because they sound just like high conductive coins, but you can often avoid the crown caps, the ones with the spiky edge, like on your classic beer bottle. But this kind that you find on like a soda bottle, you pretty much just have to dig those, but they're not super common. Awesome. Okay, so I've just dug that bottle cap thing right there, and I just moved this log. So that's a really good tip for someone that's been detected a lot of times, is that most people don't move stuff. So they just go down the path in between the trees and avoid kind of moving anything. So everyone follows the same path. However, there's so much stuff laying around, especially in the bush, that you just move something or get a little closer to a bush and you'll find something. Actually, might have found something else there. But I've got a target. And that's probably another little bullet or something. It's a very low number. Let's dig it up. So that's a bit of lead. You can tell because it's so flexible and bendy. Not what I'm looking for, but it means that someone else hasn't picked it up yet, which is good. The one under this tree, I think it's going to be a bit too iffy, so I'm not going to try and dig that one. There's definitely something there. So it's probably steel. So I'm not really seeing any exciting numbers anyway, so it's probably another bullet casing. So let's go find a more substantial signal and dig that one. Okay, so we've just moved another meter and I've got that more substantial signal that I was looking for. So that's a very nice number right there, like right in the middle of the conductive zone. So technically it could be a solve or half solve in that area. Hopefully some kind of coin, something a bit bigger than a shell casing. So let's dig this one up. Definitely. That's such a consistent, repeatable tone, 32, 33, that it's definitely not gonna be steel. We just dig next to that where it was pinpointed. I'm just digging next to it, so I try not to hit the target, because that's makes me sad when I hit a coin with the shovel. Ooh, got a button. That's nice. So we've just got this button, which was the 32-33. It was only about 1 inch down, so the pinpointer could still detect it from the surface. Very shallow, but very strong signal. Definitely wouldn't miss it. So to me, that says that no one has put their detector over this square patch of ground. Otherwise, they for sure would have dug that target up. It's a very obvious, very clean signal. You wouldn't leave it in the ground, let's just say that. We're obviously in a really good area. Someone hasn't been straight through here with their detector yet. There's been a lot of stuff lost, so let's just go slowly and get everything from this area. Okay, so we just got an extremely strong signal. I'm very skeptical about this one because of how strong it is and how long the signal is. If you listen, it's a very long tone, and I can detect it really far off the deck. So I'm basically 1.5 feet off the ground. I'm still detecting it, so it's going to be something pretty big. But if it's something shallow, at least I can have a look at it. It might be a can or something. Okay, it's out now, so looks like it's a bit of... This is an old steel washer. Yeah, that would have been used to bolt something together. We're in the right area. Got a little button. We're just coming to a light here. It's got some writing on it. It's very cool. It's very small. Have to read that later. Awesome. Whatever it is, it's right on the very top. I just scraped it with my boot and moved it. It's a solid 40 pretty much, so that's a nice target. So it's somewhere here. Can't be far away. I moved it with my foot. Here it is. Oh, it's a bit of a buckle. That would have been off a buckle for sure. Or key. Technically it could be a broken key. I think it's it looks like a part of a snake buckle or something, doesn't it? Yeah, so often the snake part of the buckle is disconnected from the rest of the buckle, but often people find the other half nearby or several parts of them. So let's see if we can find the snake half of this thing. Just got a bit of a horseshoe, I think. That's the leftovers of a horseshoe. I mean, it's super thin, so I'm not sure, but maybe a blade or a scythe or something like that. Cool. Okay, another super shallow one. Because we're getting multiple beeps, like 3 beeps. That means it's really shallow. So it's hitting this side of the coil, then the middle of the coil, then the edge of the coil. So it's like, so it'll be right at the tip of my coil there. Here somewhere, I'm guessing. Is that it? That's it. It's a bit of lead, I'm pretty sure. Feels quite dense. Lead tends to fall apart after a long time, but something like that. My God, Caitlin just turned this rock over and there's a scorpion mum with all the little babies on her. That's so cool. I just uncovered something. I know exactly what it is. I haven't found one of these before. So this, I thought it was a squished bit of lead because I found a few pieces of that, but that is a thimble. So you put it on your finger, and when you're sewing by hand, you don't prick yourself in the finger. So obviously a lot of people know what a thimble is, but I've never found one before. So that's a old school necessity. You know, in the old days, everyone would have one of these to fix up their clothes and stuff. So that's awesome. It's squished, but still very recognizable. That's awesome. Okay, I've got a good signal. This is super shallow. It's a 30, just like the thimble I found about a minute ago. And it's right on the surface. So I've just scraped the surface off already. Let's hope for a gold sovereign. Not really. Gold sovereign's not around this number. That ball. Ooh, I think that's a musket ball. Must be. Can't be a sinker. It's a lead ball. But that'll be a lead musket ball for sure. Cool. I've never found one before.
All right, what do you got?
So super strong signal. This one is in the 40s mainly. Bit all over the place, but that's all right. Very strong signal. So I am more excited about this one. Could be a coin. So the ferro check is not really coming up here. It's all up in the non-ferrous range, which means it's not likely to be iron, which is really good. Okay, it's within detection range of the pinpointers, but it's actually a bit deeper than the rest of the stuff because this is actually more dirt than where we detected before. It was more rocks. It's a few inches down, but maybe it's pretty big. Who knows? Step on it and then just break that soil away. It's going to be pretty big. It's got to be lead by how flexible it is probably, but whatever it is, it's not steel, so that's good at least. Someone would have dug that up for sure based on how good that signal was. I've just detected, and then I went to pinpoint and then realized it was just sitting on top. So just amongst the leaf litter right here is another thimble.
Oh, wow.
They're just sitting on top. That's awesome. Misha's put us onto a good patch right here, so we were just getting a bit sparse, but we've just found that second thimble, and then just got a sharp 40, 41. So that's normally what a gold coin, like a $1 or $2 coin is, but it's not very likely out here. So I'm hoping it's a pre-decimal coin or something else. So it's a pretty sharp signal and very strong too. So it's just on the surface like that thimble was. That's it. That's it there. Is that a harmonica reed as well, is it?
So that won't be a harmonica reed. Harmonica reed's got a lot of reeds all in a row.
Oh, okay.
It is an instrument reed, absolutely. I've forgotten what type of instrument.
So
It's
Miss
just a
reckons
singular
it's
reed.
a singular instrument reed, not a harmonica reed, which makes a lot more sense. I'll have to see how those go together. Okay, the one we found earlier is apparently a harmonica reed. So, oh yeah, it's got the little, cool, I can see how that would work now.
Another essential for any gold prospector.
Yeah, classic old timers playing the harmonica after a hard day's work. Awesome. Couple of little instrument pieces then.
Look at that, I've just found a button and the thread is still in it. I will say someone put a lot of effort into putting that button on because they've gone in and out of that like at least 10 times. What have you got?
So this is thimble number 3. Half an hour ago I hadn't found one ever. And now I've got my third one. This one's in good condition. It's not completely squashed. So that's awesome.
Nice.
All of them are about 30 on this detector.
30
Cool.
stands for thimble.
I just found this one just a minute ago. I've been slogging it out all day and I haven't found a coin yet. I hadn't found a coin yet. And I just got this one. I just rubbed this side. I'm just listening to their reaction over there. They found something cool too. Looks in very nice condition. I mean, on the coast where I am, you just don't find them like that. So that is epic. Very cool. 1867 Victoria penny. Awesome. We knew we were going to find some relics, and there's been a lot of 1800 stuff around here today, but this is my first coin and I'm just stoked that it's, you know, so old. Where I am, we just don't find stuff this old. Yeah, this is what we came for, really. Very happy to have it. We'll actually show it at the expo, I guess. Just one of the things that we have in the display cabinet.